What kind of person is Xiuying Hong?
What did you think when you sparred with her?
I thought she was very strong.
That is only one part of her. The words of one with virtue carry much depth. Listen to what Master Tao says and think about her words carefully.
Yes.
I was watching you.
Huh?
Xiuying struck your pressure point.
I was off my guard then.
Really? Your eyes looked pretty serious.
I'm asking you about Xiuying.
She's what you see. Beautiful and stern, but sometimes she gives me sweets.
Yeah, alright.
A very respectable person. She is my role model. She certainly has the qualities of both a good warrior and a good scholar.
I see. Thank you.
You mean Xiuying of Manmo Temple?
Yes, that's the person.
I've been doing business here for a long time, and I would say Manmo Temple regained its solemnity after she came.
Can you tell me more?
Since she came to the temple has always been clean, and the number of the worshippers has increased.
I see. I want to know about Xiuying Hong.
She's in charge of the temple built in 1840 and has a long history. She will make Manmo Temple more and more prosperous.
I see.
Though some people say she's cold-hearted, she's very kind. She's taken in that orphan, Fan Mei, and is looking after her. I'd love it if she became my son's bride.
I see.
Xiuying? Maybe that's the young woman at Manmo Temple.
Yes, that's the one.
She's beautiful on the outside and just as resolute on the inside.
Yes.
I've heard that she's very strict with herself and those around her.
Strict? I understand.
Oh, the woman at Manmo Temple? She really is beautiful.
What kind of person is she?
Xiuying? Well, she's a woman of few words. And I've never seen her smile.
Yes.
It's hard to even figure out what she's thinking half the time.
I see. Thanks a lot.
You mean the woman of Manmo Temple? She is famous for her beauty.
Do you know what kind of woman she is?
Well, I don't know. She just passes by here once in a while.
I see.
How are you related to Xiuying?
I happen to know her slightly.
Oh, I see.
Who's that? Where's he from?
A person in Manmo Temple.
Oh, the guy with the beard and the sharp stare.
No, if you're not sure, it's okay.
Oh, all right then.
Xiuying? Oh, of Manmo Temple.
Yes, that's right. Do you know anything?
Well, I've said hello to her when we've passed on the street, but I don't know anything specific, though.
I see.
She's one of our regulars.
What is she like?
She prefers inexpensive and practical items rather than luxurious ones.
I see.
Xiuying? I know her. She's a real knockout.
What kind of a person is she?
I hear she's really strong.
Strong?
And a real Kung Fu master too, I've heard.
I see. Thanks.
Xiuying?
She's from Manmo Temple. She's the woman with long hair.
I'm not too interested in women.
Huh?
I'd rather be looking at plates. Old plates are nice, you know. They have so much character.
Oh?
She is a great master with dignity. If I had more courage, I'd become a pupil of hers.
I see.
You'd be surprised to hear that I'm bashful in front of strangers. Whenever I'm with Xiuying, I feel a strong destiny. She's a great master with dignity.
I see.
I'm not really sure, but I've heard she's from Manmo Temple.
I see.
She's a very admirable woman. I want to be like that when I grow up.
Okay.
You mean Xiuying Hong of Manmo Temple?
Yes, Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
Well, I don't know. She comes here to shop once in a while.
I see. Thank you very much.
You have 2 eyes to see, ears to hear, and a head to think, don't you? Don't depend too much on other people's opinions. Think and decide for yourself. If you want to know about a person, ask him or her personally.
I see. Thank you.
Xiuying? You mean the one at Manmo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
Don't ask me. She knows very well about ancient art and objects.
She's into antiques?
Yes, she must be very diligent. You should study while you're young, too.
I understand. Thank you very much.
I don't really like talking about other customers, but simply put, she's a magnificent person.
That's okay. Thanks.
I don't really know her very much, but apparently she is a magnificent person. I never hear bad things about her.
I see.
Xiuying Hong? Wait a minute. Yes, I know.
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
No, I don't really know. She just comes here sometimes.
I see. Thanks.
She's young, but she's a hard worker. She's full of dignity and elegance.
I see.
Yes, she's a great master of the martial arts. Oh, she's so beautiful and so skilled. I wouldn't mind if she married my grandson.
I see.
Xiuying is a great customer of mine. She often buys incense pieces and such.
Incense pieces?
Yes, it's jasmine tea. Miss Xiuying has a taste for fragrant teas.
I see.
Xiuying Hong? You mean the woman from Manmo Temple?
Yes. Do you have any ideas?
I say hello if I see her, but I don't know her that well.
I understand. Thank you.
Miss Xiuying Hong? Oh, Xiuying is a regular here. She often comes in to buy incense pieces.
Incense pieces?
I'm talking about jasmine tea. She likes fragrant tea, you see.
I see.
Yes, we appreciate her patronage.
Does she come here often?
Yes, and Fang Mei comes on errands for her quite often too.
Who is Fang Mei?
What? You don't know?
No.
She's a cute kid, very bright. She must be living in the same apartment as Xiuying.
I see.
Oh no! I've had enough of her lightning-fast kicks. I'm not saying anything about her.
I understand.
Actually, she's a kung fu master. She has no interest in men. It's a secret, you know. I've had enough of her elbow attacks. I've had enough of her pressure point attacks. I'm not saying anything about her.
I understand.
Actually, she's a kung fu master. I hear she's a complete loner. It's a secret, you know.
Yes. I promise not to say anything. Thank you very much.
Xiuying is one of my best customers. She orders dishes such as sesame balls when she comes by.
Sesame balls?
It's a dim sum dish, sesame-covered dumpling. We've got a secret way of frying things here.
I see.
Why do you want to hear about Xiuying?
I just met her, so I want to find out more about her.
What? You are acquainted with Xiuying?
Well, sort of.
Great. Then why don't you introduce me to Xiuying?
I just met her today too, you know.
You're bothering me. She's so cool, but I don't think she's seeing someone. She is a woman of virtue and trained as well. An average man is no match for her.
I see.
She's a role model for working girls like us.
I see. About Xiuying Hong.
I'm all by myself, so there are people who tried to take advantage of that. A few times she sent over a young girl to help me. Even for a tiny shop like this, it's hard work for a single woman. Sometimes I've had to ask for help when I've had trouble with a rowdy customer. When you're doing business as a woman all by yourself, all sorts of things happen. A few times she sent over a young girl to help me.
I see.
Xiuying Hong? You mean the beautiful master of Manmo Temple that everyone's talking about? I want to sell pictures of her here.
I see.
I asked her to sit for a shoot, but she refused because she was training. She's too good to just let go like that. I wanted to sell photos of her, but it was forbidden by Manmo Temple. Such a shame. I wanted her to try her hand at acting, but she refused because of her training. She's too good to just let go like that.
I see.
Xiuying? Why are you asking that?
What kind of person do you think she is?
She is a ray of sunshine to me, giving me hope to live on.
I see.
Xiuying Hong? Of Manmo Temple?
Yes.
I see. I've never spoken to her, though.
Anything would help, please.
She looks stern on the outside, but you feel her inner generosity.
A kind heart beneath a hard exterior.
Well, but that may be totally off the mark.
Thanks.
Xiuying Hong? She comes to eat here sometimes.
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
Don't really know. She only comes here occasionally.
I see. Thank you very much.
Xiuying? You mean of Manmo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
I'm not sure what to tell you. She only comes by to eat once in a while.
I see. Thank you very much.
Xiuying, you mean that beautiful woman?
Beautiful, yes.
Yes, but I've never talked to her directly. With such beauty of face and figure, it must be an expression of a sublime soul, too.
Inner self, too?
One can see the beauty of yin and yang in her.
I see. Thanks.
Xiuying? Yeah, that beautiful woman?
Yes. What is she like?
Well, I've never talked with her, so I don't know much about her personality. But she seems to be a good person.
Is she a good person?
Yeah, she looks exactly like I did when I was young.
Yes, I see. Thank you.
Not that I look different now.
I know her very well. She comes here sometimes.
What kind of person is Xiuying?
Do you like her?
No, I'm just...
Yeah, she's such a beautiful woman. Do your best.
Thanks.
Yes, from Manmo Temple.
What kind of person is she?
She's a graceful and beautiful woman. Any further information would have an impact on my client's privacy.
I see. Thanks.
I know her. I've made clothes for her before.
What is she like?
I've heard that she works at Manmo Temple. She's still young, but very reliable.
Thank you.
Are you talking about Master Li Shou-Tao?
Yes. Can you tell me about that person?
We say that a huge mountain is difficult to measure.
A huge mountain is difficult to measure.
Master Li Shou-Tao is a great mountain. You wouldn't understand her so easily. Be modest and learn well.
All right. Thank you very much.
Ms. Xiuying Hong?
Yes.
She's beautiful.
Huh?
I said she's beautiful.
Do you know anything else about her?
No, I've never even talked to her.
Thank you.
Don't ask me about things like that.
Huh?
A woman's natural enemy is another woman.
I see.
Just kidding. I've never heard bad things about her. Are you relieved?
Oh, it's nothing.
She's a very good person. Her assistant tells me about her sometimes when she comes by.
I see.
Miss Xiuying Hong?
Yes.
She's so beautiful.
Huh.
She's considered so beautiful. As a woman myself, even I think so.
Is there anything else?
Well, I haven't actually talked to her myself.
I see. Thank you.
I heard she's quite beautiful. Do you know her?
Well, yeah.
The master spoke of her moves as profound and her kung fu as unlimited.
Master Zoshan said that?
Yeah, and the master hardly praises anyone.
She's that good? What's Xiuying Hong like?
What kind of person? She's at Manmo Temple, isn't she? I don't know her too well.
I see. About Xiuying Hong.
What are you searching for, Yo?
Eh?
I said, no, it's nothing.
Is something wrong?
Nothing. Yo, do you know her?
Eh?
But, no, never mind.
Is something wrong?
Nothing.
Xiuying? You mean of Manmo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
I've never heard anything more than rumors.
I see. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, but could you please not talk to me? I'm working on the plot for my novel.
I see.
Xiuying. I don't know that person. But that's a nice name. That's what I'll call my protagonist.
I'll be back.
Xiuying, you mean of Manmo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
I've never heard anything more than rumors.
I see. Thank you very much.
Xiuying? You mean of Manmo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
What kind of a person she is? I haven't heard anything but rumors.
I see. Thank you very much.
Xiuying? I've heard the name.
What kind of person is she?
She's so beautiful, and rumor has it she's very strong. I've heard that even the monk with the mustache can't beat her.
I see. Thank you.
I frequently see her at Manmo Temple. I heard she's respected as a very important person there.
I see.
Oh, you mean the pretty woman at Manmo Temple, right?
What kind of person is she?
They say she's a martial artist, but I don't buy that. A beautiful woman like her can't be that strong.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'd better get going.
I like Xiuying very much. I always go for a walk there. We were friends when I was young. I'm still friends with her.
All right. Thanks.
Wouldn't that be Li Xiaotao, who used to live in the Yuan Appartments? It's been a long time since she moved.
Yes, that's her.
She's a very nice person. Because our granddaughter has no parents, she was like a mother to her.
I see.
Ah, you mean the person at Manmo Temple, right? What a beautiful woman. Do you know her?
Huh? I...
Hey, introduce me to her, please.
I'm sorry. I'd better get going.
The pretty woman at Manmo Temple, right? She is absolutely out of my league. I've seen her, but I've never talked to her.
I understand. Thank you.
I know her very well. A very good girl she is.
Have you known her for a long time?
Did you get to spar with her?
I couldn't even touch her.
I'm sure you were surprised. Age does not matter. The achievements make the master. Age and gender have nothing to do with mastering the martial arts.
Did you get to see her?
Yes.
I have nothing to tell you then. It's best to see with your own eyes.
You must mean the master of Manmo Temple. Master is very insightful and is very skilled at Kung Fu. That's what Master Zoshan told me.
Master Zoshan?
He said that Master is a person who deserves much respect.
I understand. Thank you.
You must mean the master at Manmo Temple.
Yes. Do you know anything?
The master is very intelligent and extremely skilled in Kung Fu.
Anything else?
I believe that Zoshan may know more than me.
I will. Thank you.
Why are you asking about Master Tao?
I want to know what kind of person she is.
Then, I will tell you one thing.
Please.
The master's personality is explained in her name.
Her name? What do you mean?
The characters Tao and Li together can mean disciple.
Disciple? And Xiao means few. Few disciples?
And as the name says, she hardly accepts disciples.
I understand. Thank you very much.
You mean the woman at Mamo Temple, right?
Do you know anything?
I've never talked to her. I've only heard of her name.
I see.
Of course I know. You don't find such beautiful women every day.
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
Well, let me see. My instincts tell me she's a willful woman with pride. No rose is without a thorn.
Well, you mean that pretty girl at the Manmo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
I don't know much about her. I just see her on the street sometimes.
I see. Excuse me.
I know her. She's pretty.
What kind of person is Xiuying Hong?
She's pretty and very kind. When she comes shopping, she always compliments me. She says, "Oh, you're helping out, aren't you, sweetie?"
I see.
The other day, I dropped the goods when I handed them to her. But she didn't get mad. She just smiled and said, "It's okay, dear." What a nice lady.
I see. Thanks.
Yes, the person from Manmo Temple. She often comes here to shop.
What is she like?
I've heard great things about her, and so young too. She is talented in both scholastic and martial arts, and trains diligently. She's blessed with great beauty, but never takes advantage of it. I think she's someone that young people should look up to as a role model.
I see.
Yes, I know the beautiful lady from Manmo Temple.
What kind of person is she?
I'm not sure. I only know her as a customer. She has fine tastes in teas. That's about the only thing I can remember.
I see. Thanks.
You mean Xiuying, the beautiful lady?
What kind of person is she?
I don't know her well, but she seems to be in a high position in Manmo Temple. I wish my son would have such a wife.
I see.
You mean the beautiful woman from Manmo Temple?
What kind of person is she?
I barely speak with her. Her assistant comes here often. I hear that she's a very kind person and takes good care of her assistant. So she wants to repay her kindness by taking good care of her and serving good meals. I've taught her a great deal about seasoning.
I see.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted to hear about her and not about her assistant. But as I told you, I barely speak with her, so I can't say anything about her.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah, she's a regular customer of mine.
What is she like?
She is beautiful and kind. A person like that can be said to be both beautiful and talented.
All right. I understand.
Her beauty makes her stand out, but she is a calm person of few words. I don't know too much about her.
I see. Thank you.
Yes, you mean the beautiful woman from Manmo Temple?
What kind of person is Xiuying Hong?
Well, I don't know much about her.
I see.
Well, I haven't talked with her much, you know. But her assistant often comes here to shop.
I see.
Xiuying Hong? Yeah, of Manmo Temple.
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
I've heard rumors, but I don't really know anything about her.
I see. Thank you.
Xiuying? You mean of Manmo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
What kind of person is she? Well, she's well educated at least.
Well educated?
I have a bad back, you see. I was introduced to the medicinal herb shop by Xiuying.
Medicine.
She seemed to know much about medicine. This is kind of an exaggeration, but I think of her as my savior.
I see. Thank you very much.
Xiuying? You mean the one at Manmo Temple?
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of person she is?
What kind of person? Well, she comes here to eat sometimes. But what exactly is she doing at Manmo Temple?
She seems to be a kung fu master.
That's really something. Now I see why...
What do you mean?
Oh, well, the man with the mustache who comes along with her eats a lot.
A man with a mustache? Could he be Han Hui?
I've heard before that a kung fu fighter who eats little is no good. It's a pleasure as a sushi chef to see someone eat as much as he does. You want to try some too, young man?
No, I'm fine for now, thank you.
Yes, she is at Manmo Temple.
What is she like?
I don't know her personally, but I've never heard anyone speak badly of her. Everyone says she is beautiful and wise.
I see. Thank you very much.
Who'd you say?
I'm looking for Xiuying Hong. Do you know her?
Hey, how do you know Xiuying Hong?
Huh?
She's a master of kung fu who rarely reveals her true self. You've met her?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
I know. My daddy told me to grow up to be a great person just like him.
So, you're helping out. That's great.
Isn't that someone from Wanzai?
Yes.
Some great master. Wouldn't people in Wanzai know more?
I see.
Someone from Wanzai, right?
Yes.
I hear rumors about her, even around here. She seems to be a really great master. Maybe someone in Wanzai would know more about that.
I see.
I heard she was a master of the martial arts, but I've never met her myself.
I see.
Why don't you ask the local people in Wanzai?
Thanks.
They say she's a nice girl, and everybody thinks very highly of her.
Is that right?
Well, I shouldn't say anything about a woman I've never met, but I hear she's really something, even though she is still so young.
I see.
A martial artist, right? I've only heard of her. They say she's a great master, though.
Thanks.
What do you want with that person?
Well...
I'm just kidding. That's a famous martial arts master in Wanzai, right?
Xiuying Hong is a great and celebrated master of the martial arts. I am a master of fashionable items at low prices.
I see.